Hey guys, hello. Today I came across a couple questions on the internet that Christians have for atheists. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check them out, but I'm going to do my best to answer them as best I can in this video. So the first one goes, are you absolutely sure that there is no God? And if not, is it not possible that there is a God? And if it is possible that God exists, can you think of any reason that would stop you from looking at the evidence? Now, of course, no one knows there's no God. Like, no one knows. That's the whole point. That's why we have debates like this, right? But there are two terms which I think atheists have come up with that uh, show the situation properly. We have agnostics and we have atheists, right? Atheists believe those two terms answer two different questions, right? What do you believe and what do you know? Uh, Agnosticism answers the question of what you know. No one knows there is no God, granted. So agnostics leave it as an open question. Is there a God or is there not? I don't know. They don't act religious because that's not the default position. The default position is not to be Christian or Muslim or Hindu. The default position is I don't know. So when you see someone who says they're an agnostic, they just don't know. And it's an open question. Now, atheism takes a step further and answers the question of what you believe. So, granted, no one knows there's no God. What do you believe? As an atheist, based on the evidence that there is, I'm not inclined to believe there is no God. That's me and every other atheist I know. Right? So that's what atheism is. It's specific to the God claim. Do I know? No, I don't. But based on the evidence, what do I believe? And I don't believe there is no God because I don't see any reason to. That's what that is. And as a Christian, you must have heard the saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. So if you're making a claim that there is a God, then the burden of proof is on you to prove that there is a God. It's not on the atheist or the agnostic. It's on the person making the claim. Now the second question reads, would you agree that something cannot produce, would you agree that nothing cannot produce something? If so, then if the universe did not exist but then came to exist, wouldn't this be evidence of a cause beyond the universe? Sort of like an outside force? Uh, no, it's not. Because, have you ever heard of the fallacy of passing the buck? It's, what it means is, if you don't have an explanation for something, you suggest a cause, and the cause itself needs an explanation. And that's exactly what's wrong with this question, right? You assume that since we don't know, and we don't, how the universe came into existence, it must be evidence of a creator. And that's most definitely not the case. We don't know how the universe came into existence, but saying that therefore it must have been God does not at all help to answer the question, because it raises an even more difficult question, which is who created God, right? If everything, if we must have been created because we are so complicated and uh, everything that has apparent design must have a creator, right? We create things which we are more complicated than. God created us, and He is more complicated. And if He is the most sophisticated being in the universe, it only raises the question, how did He come into being? So that does not at all help to answer the question of how we came into existence. And the third question goes, in light of the Big Bang evidence for the origin of the universe, is it more reasonable to believe that no one created something out of nothing? Wait, that's basically the same question as the last one. Because it can be answered again with the fallacy of passing the buck, right? Uh, we don't know how the universe came into existence, but that's the whole point of science, right? Science, uh, we have scientists conducting research, that sort of thing. We have, uh, that's how we get to know more about our surroundings, more about the world around us. So the God claim doesn't, the God claim doesn't help anyone, right? That's the answer you give. That's the answer you come up with when you're lazy, too lazy to go do the research for yourself. Or like throughout history, man has come up with different explanations for different things because the world was a scary place and we needed something to explain it. So that's why there are so many creation stories, right? Now the odds, what are the odds of one of those being true? Since there's so many of them, the odds are astronomically low. But if instead through science we try to find out about our universe through the scientific process, which has undoubtedly been the most effective method in human history, then we have a shot at answering questions like this, not through religion. Okay? Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you like this video, and hit the notification so you never miss one of them. Add me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Real talk.